Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have some good news when it comes to the stock situation around.
You fade away, afraid I aim inside of sight. Wanna see you where are you now? I'm dancing, I'm dancing. Where are you now? Don't you know I'm trying? I'm saying I'm letting go, a deeper dive, eternal silence of the sea. I'm breathing alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel love? The star, you fade away. Afraid I aim inside of sight. Wanna see you alive. Where are you now? I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Where are you now? I'm dreaming. Don't you know I'm trying? I'm saying these shallow waters never meant what I needed. I'm letting go, a deeper dive, eternal silence of the sea. I'm breathing alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all a fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary?
File online with H&R.
Brasses.
I saw that the mute button wasn't
Congratulations.
clicked. Holy shit. Shut up. Alright, I thought I had the... Am I not looping the birds? We're gonna have to check. I have a thing.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Yeah, you know, these hype about these shows too. So let's watch the Boogie video. Well, first off, let's always start off with the Quantum TV video on this. Now, am I giving this guy free publicity by doing this? Yes. But, oh no, did Fiend release a video? He's a legend. He is an underrated legend.
I've come to the conclusion that the special military operation.
No, it's not. I know he's going to release a video on the Ackman. He absolutely has to. So let's watch, and I'll put the screen on. I didn't forget. Quantum TV. All right. Oh, Boogie's is right next to it. Perfect. Cancel culture exposed. This guy.
Today
is
we're going to
amazing.
kick.
Oh, this man.
And then I was like,
okay, I'll get the screen on. Don't worry. Like I said, I didn't forget. Hackman is trying to get Quantum TV. Why is he talking? Why does he refer to himself in fucking third person? YouTube, that alone should have gotten anyone who refers to themselves unironically in third person should be banned. Yeah, Wolf 3. Wolf 3. To the madness that was Wolf 2. And then the godforsaken sin that was the Youngblood. Jesus Christ. Yes, we're just women shooting people because, yeah. I touched on this before. You notice how this is what I did. You don't have to be a psychologist or even have a high IQ to realize that Quantum TV is doing exactly what he's gonna lose his fucking mind. And even if like YouTube brings back the Ackman and remonetizes him and doesn't get rid of Quantum TV, he's already becoming batshit insane. This is what I'm afraid of. Beginning, he can't. Well, first off, any normal person wouldn't get into this situation. The single player, thank you very much. But anyone else who got away with what he got away with would be like, I'm just gonna step away and get out of the fucking spot, even though people are talking about me because kind of want to keep this he can't help himself. He has to keep talking. One, he loves the attention and it is bringing him attention. Let's just keep it real. And two, he can't be wrong. And like I said, the worst case scenario is that, like I said, I'm sure the Ackman's going to get his shit back, but he's going to be allowed to stay on the platform. He's going to go full QAnon, which we know he will. And here we go. Buckle up. Get partnered on other platforms because the apocalypse will be fucking real. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I haven't even started the video and I haven't shut the fuck up yet. I tried to find that. I was gonna make a video on that Shadow of Nexus. DJ Wheat, did he fucking take that down? The only thing I can find is Ass Mangold's minute video on it. I want to watch it. Why is Super Chat being skipped? Yo, he just got my first Boogie made a video. No, I didn't skip it. I talked to you multiple times, Eric Seals, that we're going to watch his video. I took your advice and got it up on the screen. This one.
and then I was like, oh shit, he actually tried that against me, and I was like, oh buddy. You opened a new can of worms.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, everybody? This is the ACT attorney here.
He does this with these gifts. Does he like think that this is what makes it fair use? You don't need these to be fair use, dude. You're still chopping up the video. You're changing the original content. Even if you don't talk, it's fair use. I just like calling you out when you because you cry about other people using your content with their voice and making it transformative, and then you do the same thing, but it's okay. I don't need to see Captain Picard rub the fucking shine off of his head.
Giving you a little status update on the whole quantum TV business. It has been taking a while, and part of that's because I've been compiling
Max Metal.
every bit of information on him in regards to
Why can't he even do someone else's audio right?
his harassment of other YouTubers.
He actually tried that against me, and I was like, oh, buddy. You opened a new can of worms.
It's all good, Eric Seals. No worries, man. Yeah, but I got the video up in the other tab because you mentioned it about books.
The copyright abuse, the homophobia, transphobia, the hate, the bigoted posts, just everything he's done.
Yes, we know he said these things and they're awful. It's not that we're holding him to a different standard, but the difference again, and I know people have the argument and they move the goalposts, and we'll talk about that, is that he apologized for them. But Rich, how do you know his apology is genuine, the Ackmans? I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I'm not fucking Dionne Warwick. But as far as I know, yes, these are awful things that he said, to the point that I'm probably going to have to take this stream down after I'm done. And he hasn't done them since. I have to take the apology as valid.
And I'm compiling it all into a single document that I will then forward to YouTube.
Oh, new can of worms.
So, I would like your guys' help in getting him removed from the platform permanently, that we can bring to this tweet so that, you know.
I kind of don't even understand what he's trying to say here with this video. No, we're going to watch that. We'll watch the video that Eric Seals brought up with Boogie. I do want to see his take.
We get as much evidence as possible against him because there truly is no shortage of it.
A few minutes later.
He doesn't realize this is not going well. Like, dude, did you? I know I'm saying it to this guy, but dude, have you ever heard of fucking quit while you're ahead? Are you really rubbing in? This is the same guy that I just want to move on from drama and just go on and keep on making TV review videos. What do you mean, listen to my own advice? Explain that if you're not trolling.
I'll take this to court if I have to. I'm fully willing to take YouTube Quantum TV to court now. Fully willing. A dragon never yields.
One, they said, yes, the video was removed for unwanted sexualization. They wouldn't confirm to me if this was really just in reference to that cucumber picture, which apparently has become a massive part of it, but they did confirm it was for unwanted sexualization. So that the suspension of monetization is actually not related to your videos. What they said is that
I don't know. You talk about that stupid fucking laugh.
it is connected to a tweet of yours that has since been deleted.
He knew the entire time he was framing me. What are you talking about?
Where you threaten to dox and harass the families of YouTube employees and creator families. So just to be clear, so that we can kind of get past it, you did not publicly mention the reason you were suspended being related to the tweet because of why?
I didn't reveal that because at the time I wasn't sure what information I should be sharing. I didn't reveal that information not to mislead people, but because I didn't know if I should.
In your mind, because I know you said you wanted to kind of keep this tight, what now that we have like confirmation that it's two separate situations of tweet and
This video is kind of nonsensical. What is the point that Quantum TV is trying to prove?
video, what is your ideal world of how things proceed from here?
In Quantum's abuse of the copyright system with important people at YouTube, as this is something that can lead to the termination of your channel. And I responded and I said to him, imagine having a take on Elden Ring that's literally so bad that you end up getting banned for it. That's too fucking bad, isn't it? That is just too fucking bad.
I can countersue you if you come after me. I will win, and I will clean you out. You will sell that wedding ring on your finger. You will sell your house and all possessions you have for wasting my fucking time. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. I suggest you make peace with whatever content you wish to publish on your channel before you see this screen again. And Quantum, you're gonna see it again.
Because it does look like online
He still is going to.
things are
I think he knows that also maybe I'm maybe giving him more credit, but that may be why he's going all out like this, because he knows that it's going to eventually come back to him. Did he really? The way Quantum TV edited the video makes it feel like those right-winger Facebook, and those are probably favorite fucking videos.
really escalating. And so what I'm kind of hoping with this
coffee house crime, okay,
is like we have what they're saying, we have what you're saying. How would you like to see it if like this is this?
Adam, he's literally nuts, and I just very interested as a person who makes their livelihood on this platform to see what YouTube's next move is, because it affects everybody who is on here. I don't know what they can do to make themselves not look awful with this.
This is your, instead of having to make a whole video on your channel, what would you say?
I hope my channel obviously gets remonetized, and I hope those videos that were age restricted come back as well. I hope Quantum is also rightfully terminated for, being so terrible on the platform. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. Yeah, you're trying to be deleted because you're a plague on the community and you're threatening people's livelihoods. But
yeah,
he called my mom 42 minutes after the copyright abuse video went up. Now that video 31 minutes.
Okay, because she was weirded out that some weird ass man called about her son. Why do he really won't let this go? Because I think even like his weirdo diehard base was probably like, yeah, dude, we and would gargle your nuts, but you shouldn't have called his mom. That's why I think he's so obsessed with it. I think he's so upset because he can't get anyone to that was a good idea.
Minutes long, so he had
finished
time
the whole
to
thing, and then he just went right to it.
Yeah. Well, he finished the video, maybe took a nice shit.
Yeah.
Maybe got himself a little snack and then called my mom.
That's actually a good way to word it.
And so, like,
he's like back, but he won't last. YouTube will ban him again.
Like, what did he say to your mom that made you feel like, besides the fact of just contacting her in the first place, which, in my opinion, is completely over the line?
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of just like intimidation tactics, and the way he was talking to her is just like anytime I was like, man, should I press through with this Dark Age of YouTube video? I went back and I would just listen to the way that he talked to my mom, and I would just get this fire inside me like, fuck it, I'm gonna work 14 hours on this video today.
And you said you said on your thing that if he ever came on your property, you'd shoot him, right? Or threatened you, or
yeah.
Like that. Well,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. And there are some people that criticize this. It's right. I think it sounds about fucking right. You threaten somebody.
Yes, 100%. YouTube sided with an active bigot that has posted very bigoted. He has said he wishes death on the LGBTQ community, and he went around. There was someone at a pride parade, I think in country Georgia, that was getting beat up. Posted that in multiple places across his social media platforms that were linked on his YouTube. They sided with him during Pride Month. Holy shit. You don't think that, like, the New York Times or somebody, when they get a hold of all this, and on top of it, like I said the other day, that a whole bunch of YouTubers were like, hey, you see what you're doing? Oh, my God. Anyone else who's a content creator, Buck, hope you have a savings. Hope you have another platform to go to, because it's going to be bad. Unless they fix this, like, this week. Boogie made a video, and not 10 minutes after the video goes up, Quantum comments on the defensive. Of course, dude, he's eating up the attention, and even if beyond that he's a narcissist, he can't help himself. He can't. And especially now, ego is probably inflated because he this is a huge win for him. Yeah, dude, this is... But again, now if someone made a video like this about Quantum TV and used the same editing, he would say it was copyright infringement. Chris Chan's Fanta bottle collection. Real name, Connor Reeves. Also get some birds and men and anus relaxing music. Yes. Connor Reeves, yes, you could be him. I remember your name. I remember your name. Rich, the video you were watching, he has guidelines to make sure the comments work for him. I obviously did not. I'm sure the comment that will be gone has guidelines.
His family. You take things into the real life sector, and you better expect that's going to happen. I think that's what should happen. And so, yeah. I completely support that.
And I love how people actually, like, he has this small group of people that actually believe and buy into his shit. Like, do you really think that he just, he just innocently, he's just posting TV reviews and just steps into all this nonsense? What an unlucky guy. Like, do you really believe that? Yeah, I do.
You opened a new can of worms.
I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case.
Dude, yeah, and again, poking the hornet's nest. What the fuck is that?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Big 298 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I'm really late to the party on this one.
Yeah, dude, it's like Lyoko. It's like MySpace videos.
Because I did a bunch of soul searching whether or not I was going to risk my livelihood and risk my channel by talking about this. I'll explain that at the end of the video, but I decided that this was worth signal boost.
I'm not even really worried about that necessarily. Like, what if that was truly YouTube's MO, which that's still debatable too, is to silence people. They're not gonna like magically partner a whole bunch of people or demonetize a whole bunch of people at once to make themselves look even worse. You know what I mean? Did I miss your super chat? Do you see my Twitter DM where I showed pics of YouTube doubling down on its failure on Twitter? No. Let me check those out, actually. And we'll get back to the video in a second. Who's it? Oh, okay. All right, let me look. Why am I not seeing it, man? I see a message from Bullcraft. You said it Twitter? Not seeing anything. Danny the Foot, how are you? So we'll watch this first.
Listening, so let's talk about it. Here's the channel I'm talking about. It belongs to the Act Man, and it's a fairly successful channel with 1.5 million subscribers and more. Just about everything he uploads, even though it's not that often, a couple times a month. 1.4 million views, 1.6 million views, 2 million views. That's a lot of ad revenue on these nice long review videos that he does. And unfortunately, YouTube chose to demonetize his channel. Over a couple of tweets is what it really comes down to, though we'll get into that. But something I want to remind you of here, right now. It's so important that you do stuff like support people's Patreons, buy their merchandise, deal with their sponsors, because YouTube pulled the rug out from underneath.
Yeah, because the fire is raging right now. And there's probably going to be some heads rolling there, and they need to figure out whose heads need to roll, meaning people are going to be fired first. Yeah, a real man calls another man. But he will not, like, no one is defending him. I don't even think his mods. Maybe Anonymous 007's like, yes, that is the right thing for a grown man to do, is to cry another grown man's mother over the phone. Finding the grown, like, you're a stranger calling another stranger's mother, dude. Like, how do you even start off that fucking phone call? How do you start off that phone call and not feel like the biggest douche on the planet? Yes, hi, yeah, I'm a man on the internet, and, I'm calling about your son, who is another man on the internet, and he hurt my feelings. Yo, that's like second grade shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down and relax. Oh, God.
Any of us, all of us, at any moment, at any second, they can demonetize you, delete your channel. If you like a creator, you should absolutely choose to support them if you can afford to do so. But all of this starts with someone who's turning out to be the arch villain of YouTube right now.
Yeah, King of Burgers. We'll see. Something's got to happen. They can't. This is not just going to go away. It's not something like people are going to forget about next week, and they're going to be wondering if Logan Paul stuck something else up his asshole. I wonder that every day. I'm telling your mother, yes. Like, this is too insane, and everyone's really bothered by it because it sets a dangerous precedent. It sets a precedent that not only will YouTube do nothing in a terrible situation like this, the people who call out the people who are the bad actors may get in trouble for calling out the bad actors, so it's going to de-incentivize people from calling out the bad actors. Like, think about how disastrous this is all around. This is catastrophic, and it's not going away. That you cannot just forget that there is a tickled man.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Or if, like, outside, like, if you see, like, Tucker Carlson in his bow tie talking about this, or CNN or whatever.
Quantum TV.
Oh, God.
Originally, this guy had a very small YouTube channel dedicated to mostly reviewing televisions and games.
Could you imagine? Yes, I actually could imagine. That would not surprise me that much. And I am not saying this from a facetious standpoint. I genuinely believe that probably is a big part of his problems. He is not at peace with his sexuality, and he needs to brandish that he is exact opposite of what he truly is, which is quite sad. It must be exhausting. I'm not saying that. I could just sense it. I'm just being real with you. I just sense it.
Giving you the right settings for those televisions, which is, I mean, you know, a niche I didn't know existed because my TVs are on factory settings, but apparently some people really, really want to get the best picture.
Yeah, but like other calibrators have said, Boogie, just putting this out there so you understand why it's like everyone really is baffled by. You can't, just because I have an LG OLED and you have the same model they still may have different setting, or like from the factory, there's still slight differences. So that's why a calibrator has to come out to your home. You can't just sell a, I think it's Panacea, and say it's the cure for all of a certain model of television. It's not how it works. He was also telling people to set shit in the wrong color gamuts. He's a tool. He's like a doctor you would see at he's like an Alex Jones of TV calibrators. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Fukushima is causing radioactive material to disperse all over the northern hemisphere. Before I tell you how to calibrate this television, I want you to buy my iodine pills. These are the finest iodine pills you can get. I made $150 million in a year off of this bullshit, and I'm still trying to file for bankruptcy. He has Quantum TV come tickle his televisions on the set.
Unfortunately, he decided to step out of his and instead review Elden Ring. And to say that his Elden Ring review was bad is pretty tone deaf. It was a very bad review. I'd love to show you some footage from it here, but the guy goes copyright crazy, which is what started this whole.
Yeah, that is a smart move, Boogie. I would not show his footage. And again, if it just he just ignored the fact, like I ignore all the time, man. There's people. Actually, today I re-trolled a troll on Twitter. This kid was still calling me. What did I say to him? Actually, let's here, we could have fun with that. So I think I mentioned it right in there early on in the stream, but you could see it in real time. Here, I'll put it here. So, of course, I saw the footage of... we'll get back to Boogie's video, by the way. I'm not forgetting about it. So, I saw the footage from Starfield, and it's not great. Anyway, so I wrote, the fart that emerged from my ass today was more exciting than the Starfield gameplay reveal. The combat looked like a 6th-gen shooter. It did. That is so not factual. JT Strickland, what do you expect from Sony fanboys like that fat ass? Hopefully Quantum strikes him again. Because I don't like the same game that he likes. But here is how... and it works. Sometimes it's better to like just be passive aggressive than actual aggressive. And I wrote to you, I'm telling you, deep down this guy is just angry that he will never get to see me naked. And he wasn't very happy about that, and he said he was going to report me to YouTube for he's like, dude, I'm 17, you're trying to solicit a child. Well, great news for you. He said, you will never see me naked, so that means that I did nothing wrong. Sometimes that shit's fun, because being nice to people that are miserable just makes them angrier. If you haven't noticed, I've learned that in life. One day, or if you train to be as straight and Christian as a tickled man, then your eyes will be as far as Quantum. You see what the editor does to his eyes with every picture, and now we do it even more because we know it bothers him. He literally compared me putting up a picture for one of his YouTube videos using a still image as to me doxing like a family member. And then he proceeds to go on to talk about keep it classy text bags under his eyes. And I'm like, dude, how do you... And he's like showing it like, how can you be so brazenly hypocritical, I think is the right word. Like, it's just, he's just like, yes, I know I'm being hypocritical, just the rules don't apply to me, is what he's saying. Yes, we will do another live stream. I got Camelot on board. I never heard back from Boogie. Maybe he was combing his beard. Imagine the fireworks if the Times and the Washington Post actually did a piece on this. They will. They're going to. I think that's also why YouTube's being very evasive about it, because they know that there was a major fuck up behind the scenes, and they're like, we know this is going to blow up. We have to prepare for it. What are we going to say? Because they got to say, and I don't even know what the right thing is to say. All I know is that my parachute right now is Twitch. I mean, I would love to have a conversation. I'll give you a bottle and breastfeed.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and feed it to you.
We watched his video. We watched his video, Taco Boy.
Controversy to begin with. Now, YouTubers dogpiled on that review and kind of made fun of it, which is...
I'm not even going to say that word, Orion. Poof, thank you for becoming a member.
Everyone's right. They showed parts of the review they disagreed with, they discussed it, and Quantum TV, instead of being like an adult and just shrugging it off and taking the criticism, decided that he had to respond to pretty much every single video, and one of the ways he responded was by abusing copyright here on YouTube. And I'm not going to try to teach you copyright law here. The Wikipedia page does a pretty good job of that. But the long story short, somebody reviewing his review, showing limited amounts of the clips and talking about what they like.
It dips below. Dude, we need a new Switch. I'm telling you, I'm probably going to make a video that's going to make a lot of people angry, but what else is new? Like I said, the Aya Neo and the Steam Deck, especially the Steam Deck, I've been using that the most. I haven't fucking touched my Switch. You know, now, of course, there's the exclusives that you can only get there. But, you know, back in 2017, it was cool what they were doing with like, third parties. Now it's just they're trying, man. But it's just such old, dated hardware. Maybe it's his wife. Or maybe it's just him.
Liked and what they didn't like about his review is absolutely...
Yeah, we need a new Switch. It's time.
Absolutely fair use.
Like, how can you go back? I'm sorry, I'll stop pausing, but all these thoughts. Like, how can you go back to playing Doom Eternal with no motion blur at barely 30 FPS? And then you play, dude, you're playing at like high setting. You could go, if you use FSR, Fidelity FX, which is baked into the OS for SteamOS on the Steam Deck, and you go to the highest settings, you could play. Because it runs it at 960 by 540, but it's only an 8-inch screen, and it upscales it. That's what Fidelity FX does. It's machine learning upscaling. You're playing at a lock 60 at the highest settings. How can you go back to the Switch version that, like I said, is a choppy 30? You know? His other channel? What is his other channel? Controversial truth. The fact that Quantum is married with kids amazes me. I've heard mixed things on if that's true or not. Like, he's married, kids we don't know. I don't really care to know. That's his personal life. Justin Sims, thank you very much. I don't want to go into his personal life. It's none of my fucking business. You know, but we'll keep this open. We will come back to it. Controversial truth you're talking about? Man, this guy I'm telling you, this is the biggest problem. This is why he continues to need to be covered, because he doesn't quit. Controversial truth. Quantum TV is officially done. What? The fact that Quantum is married with... So, the next Switch needs to be backward. It's going to be, probably. I shouldn't say it's going to be. Oh, definitely.
People ask why I keep making videos about them. It's because I keep getting this kind of content or comment on videos that have nothing to do with drama at all. And no matter how hard I've tried to distance...
Yeah, I'm not saying this is okay. It's not. It's not. But, dude... Don't you think when I talk about you have to see the comments I get every single day, dude. On normal days, not days that I'm like talking about the quartering or whatever. It's just, that's what you have the filter for. They're held for review. So instead of looking at them, but I know you can't help it because you have to feed your ego. You know how many comments get held for review? I don't care. They'll probably call me a fat fuck. They'll probably call me something homophobic or whatever else they're calling me. Jesus, man. Like, stop making it like you're the only person this happens to, and do not twist it that I'm saying it's okay. It's not okay. But what are you going to do? Yes, you're involved in one of the craziest things I've ever happened on YouTube. You don't think that these fucking weirdos are going to come out and put these comments to you? Do you really not think that? Come on, man. You can't be this new to the internet. You're not like 17.
Myself from it again. It's just more hate comments and all this stuff. And I'm going to be very real with you. I'm a normal human being. I'm not like these crazy, fanatical, obsessed people that live for the drama.
Does he really go, like, let me say things to try to sound, what will make me sound the least self-aware? Okay, here we go. He's not fanatical at all.
Clicks because it makes them money. This is so fucking exhausting. Every normal video, just minding my business, I get attacked. Some random multi-million subscriber having content creator comes out and sends all his fans to dogpile me.
No one's sending fans to dogpile you. Stop saying that. No one's sending anybody to dogpile you. You don't know how the internet works. People are talking about you, including you talking about the situation, because you can't help yourself. And people are like, oh, I'm going to find out who this guy is. That's all it is. Hey, Rich, there's a Twitter account, Shay, leaking Quantum TV's Discord. Ah. We'll have to think about that.
Or to harass me. They all only share one-sided takes. All of it is, them taking all the talking points from the people who compile.
So I'm so tired of saying this. I am giving you a platform. I will shut down the chat. Come on my stream and you could explain everything. Come on. Stop. You have no leg to stand on if you won't do that. None.
All the information and talking points making me look like a bad person, and then they just regurgitate that and put it in their audience, sending even more people after me when I'm just trying to make videos about TVs. So then I have to break from my normal stride, and I have to...
You don't have to break from anything. You don't have to break from a goddamn thing. The best thing you would do is not break from it. And this would all pass by, but you can't help yourself. Probably because you enjoy the attention, and also because you hate being wrong.
To try to address some of these things, because people think Actman's a victim. All this for Actman crap, ban evader.
That also bothers him too. He's not being seen as like the hero, because in his delusional mind, he thought that was also going to be a byproduct. Bad news for you, Captain.
All this stuff, homophobe, can't wait for you to play Elden Ring on this. All this stuff. I'm like literally...
Can't believe he finds that insulting, the Elden Ring thing.
Being attacked, and you guys are acting like nothing is happening at all. And it's so disgusting that I deal with this over and over again. And, everybody acts like, on their campaign that I'm some guy that has YouTube connections. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, wow, I am being harassed. You guys are depicting unwanted.
That was just speculation people were saying, because it's just such a... YouTube's take on this. Like, the worst that I thought would have happened is that a nothing burger. Acme would have made the video. You wouldn't have been taken down. It would have been a big deal, but like a week later, that's the worst. Like, this is surreal what happened.
Sex acts of me, you're basically...
Sex acts. The fuck, he still won't let go of the cucumber either. Well, Black Popeye, the thing was when they first came out with the Switch in 2017, yeah, it was like around a couple, maybe a little less than a couple years to a couple years old. The Tegra X1, for what they were trying to do with the Switch, was fine. It wasn't super long in the tooth. Now that chip, God, it's a 7-8-year-old mobile chip that they're still trying to make AAA games on. It's time.
Insinuating that I'm sucking a penis. You know.
How do I not? How do you not expect me to stop and hit the applause button? Oh God. Let's let's go like right here.
All this stuff, homophobe, play, can't wait for you to play Elden Ring on this. All this stuff. I'm like literally being attacked, and you guys are acting like nothing is happening.
I don't get why they're all skipping
and it's so disgusting that I have to deal with this over and over again. And everybody acts like on their campaign that I'm some guy that has YouTube connections, and meanwhile I'm just sitting here like, wow, I am being asked. You guys are depicting unwanted sex acts of me. You're basically insinuating that I'm sucking a penis.
It's a fucking cucumber poorly photoshopped near your... Relax! It's not even like... It's not even a Photoshop penis. It's not even a dildo. It is a cucumber, which it looks like it was done in some mobile software. Calm down. You're making it like we had Bill Gates hang glide to your house and go butt fuck you. Bill Gates did not butt fuck you. It was a cucumber that was poorly photoshopped on your mouth. Let it go. It's not that big a deal. Fuck me. Yes, we can get an overlapping applause at the end of the video, yes.
You know what you're doing. You're doing it on purpose because you think it's funny. All your friends think it's funny. You all are having a ball right now.
And you can't handle being the butt of a joke. Bro, I am the butt of a joke every day. Not saying like the homophobic and hateful and racist shit is fine. It's not okay.